morning and welcome to a brand new week. This is Morning Pulse, the pulse of Nigerian politics right here on Active Citizens, and I'm your host Sharon Enemchuku. Joining me live in the studio as always, I have with me my co-host and person of Ifoma Oji. Good morning, how are you doing?
Greetings to you, Sharon.
Greetings.
I'm doing great.
And how was the weekend for you?
It was pretty okay, nothing much. Just there.
We see.
Yeah.
Also joining us in the studio, we have our analyst, Mr. Daniel Sacramento. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
All right. 38 worshippers abducted from a church in Eruku, KWARA State have been rescued. The victims were taken when armed men attacked the Christ Apostolic Church during an evening service, leaving 3 people dead. After several days in captivity and tense negotiations, security agencies with support from both state and federal authorities secured their safe release. Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak and President Bola Tinubu confirmed the rescue and commended the combined efforts of the military, the police, the DSS, and intelligence teams. All 38 worshippers are now safe, and the community is beginning to recover gradually from the attack. This is a great news for just let it out there. Great news that 38 worshippers have been rescued. But this happened on Sunday, and even before the 38 worshippers that were abducted were released and rescued, we saw that particular church conducting a Sunday service, and that is really commendable, the fact that they still had the bravery to do that. But let's take a look at the video where we see the 38 worshippers being rescued.
Suddenly, and a terrifying act, because that evening, after like 30 minutes to the program, we started the program by, I think, around 5. So like 30 minutes to the program, after all the praises, we just heard gunshot. Even to my own perspective, I didn't know it was gunshot. I think it was just sparkling of some wire. But by the time we get, they surrounded the whole church. Even some people, they begin to narrate that they are seeing drop of blood everywhere.
Now, from that Tuesday to today, when you are released, what is the situation right there inside the bush?
It was unimaginable, because when we got there, we really know that it was a dominated area by these people called bandits. Even they have the courage to tell themselves that we are bandits, and they make us to know that there's no one that can just slip away without being caught. And with what we see, nobody can escape. From that place they have dominated. They've knew all the routes surrounding all those bushes within KWARA and other.
Somebody should help them now. Hey. No, let them. After this one. Hold on. Space, you are right. Space, you are right. Space, you are right. Okay, ma rush here, ma rush here. Don't rush it. Small. We need the nurse here.
It was just a sudden act, suddenly, and a terrifying act, because that evening, after like 30 minutes to the program, we started the program by, I think, around 5. So like 30 minutes to the program, after all the praises, we just heard gunshot. Even to my own perspective, I didn't know it was gunshot. I think it was just sparkling of some wire. But by the time we get, they surrounded the whole church. Even some people, they begin to narrate that they are seeing drop of blood everywhere.
Now, from that Tuesday to today, when you are released, what is the situation right there inside the bush?
It was unimaginable, because when we got there, we really know that it was a dominated area by these people called bandits. Even they have the courage to tell themselves that we are bandits, and they make us to know that there's no one that can just slip away without being caught. And with what we see, nobody can escape. From that place they have dominated. They've knew all the routes surrounding all those bushes within KWARA and all.
What a heartbreaking visual right there, seeing the 38 abducted members of the CAC church as they slowly alight from the vehicle that rescued them while they've been in the bush for days. Now, when you look at that video, you have different age grades. We could see kids. I saw a pregnant woman. I saw elderly people that were abducted. And it is really saddening to see that this is the reality that they have come to terms with or had to live with for some days. And it's just the entire traumatic experience that they must have experienced while they were in captivity. But kudos to the Nigerian military for this particular rescue. But let's have a conversation. Let's talk now. Ifoma, on Sunday, just yesterday, these people were released from these bandits. Let's get to your comments first of all on that particular fruitful release.
Well, it's good news, I would say, even though it's mixed with a lot of sadness. But it's good news that at least they were able to rescue this about 38 people. And then, like I said, it's good news. And then I'm happy that Sheikh Gumi's children were able to release these children and these people. Yes, because I saw one of his videos where he was saying that that Nigerians, that the abductors, these terrorists, the bandits, are only abducting people or kidnapping people for ransom. That is not the same thing with what is it called, other Christians that kill people. That's what I saw in his video. So it's more like these are his children, and finally they've been released. That's aside. And then number 2, I think we need accountability on how these people were rescued. Was ransom paid to these bandits before they released this set of people? And not just that, was it what is it called, I'm trying to get the word, was it more like a forceful rescue? We really need to know, because if we don't have the details of this particular release, it might actually kind of blur or encourage more criminal acts if we don't know what happened exactly. If ransom was paid, let us know. If it is a forceful rescue, if these people was the military men that stormed the place and rescued them, we need to know. And then again, I think the security institution need to be strengthened. We can't keep on reacting when incidents like this happen. We need to strengthen our intelligence system, our security apparatus. We really need to, strengthen them. And then I think these people that were rescued, they need rehab, they need counseling, because this is a traumatic experience. I believe none of them has had this experience in their life before, so it is really something that would take a lot of time for them to,
I get what you're saying, but also seeing the age grade, seeing that you have kids who look to be around maybe 7, ranging from 7 to 8, I even saw a pregnant woman as well. And if you're in the custody of these bandits, I'm sure that they didn't feed them. Now let's take your take on that. The release of the 38 members of the CAC church, and also the news and the reports that we're hearing that from what the president said, the president made. I would like us to take a look at that. The president came out on his Instagram to jubilate because of the released 38 kidnapped victims in KWARA State. But he also made mention of the fact that 51 from the Niger situation, the Niger State abduction, were also released. Whether they were released or they escaped, we do not know for sure. But let's get to your take, Mr. Daniel.
Okay. It's a very sad one, but we're happy that at least there has been a progress. Now, the rescue mission of the 38 CAC members is a welcome development, in as much as it's been a very massive trauma that has really, devastated their mindset and all those stuff. So definitely definitely they will be kind of rehabilitated and and bring their minds back together. That's one. Then I want to still say, because as of yesterday, there was a security meeting. The president had security meeting with some of them. So what it means now is all the state governors should be put on red alert. Every state governor should be put on red alert to know, to have a formidable security team. In as much as the police are there, the army are there, you need local vigilantes, the people who knows the terrain inside the forest, all those areas. Then every state governor should be mandated to every thick forest should be dismantled in total. They should clear up all the bushes everywhere. Normally the area where these guys are, much
and if
attracted.
you hear from one of those people, they say that these bandits know the terrain.
Yes, he said they know the terrain. Yes, so definitely what it means is that somebody brought them. Somebody has, somebody brought them.
Yeah.
Because during the course of weekend, I was giving a lecture. I was talking to the youth. I said, it's high time you people begin to profile people you are seeing within your vicinity. Clear bushes around your vicinity that are not called for. You understand? There should be a unified system. Now, I want to also say something here. Everybody who knows what to do, irrespective of your political party, that you know what to do, you have a security strategy on how Nigeria could move forward. Please endeavor to seek attention with the president or whomsoever. Let's know how to get this country moving forward. As I'm talking to you today, our image has been battered internationally. And then I also want to give kudos to the president who called off his traveling, based on the security reports. Like Ifeoma was trying to say, telling us how they brought back those people and things like that. Yes, in one aspect is good. In the other aspect, I don't think it is necessary. The most important thing is that these guys are back home to their families. We heard also that there was a kidnap in Niger State. 50 of the students has returned back home, while others are still in captivity. So I think the security forces should intensify, and in as much as they are doing what they ought to do, the presidency should, as a matter of urgency, I keep saying this thing because I see it as the only pathway for everlasting success concerning insecurity in Nigeria. There are politicians that are fueling this insecurity. No, but there's no two ways about it. There are politicians that this is their business. There are people who are doing this business. There are other people that was also abducted, but we are hearing that they have been rescued as well. We don't know the truth, but they said they have been rescued.
Is it the Niger State?
No, Niger State on 50 has come out. Somewhere within the northern state as well. There are people that was also kidnapped. but they said there has been a form of in Castina. In Castina, there were people that was abducted, but they said the families of the bandit, the villagers had to go and, you know, for the family of the bandits, because these people are not spirits.
Okay,
they know them.
What you're saying. So now the people that they abducted, their family member went for the
village, yes, the area, the community now went for the family of, because they really say they don't know the people that are doing this thing. These people are not spirits.
Okay.
They're because the bandits were demanding 100 million, but these guys have gone and taking hold of their family members as well. So now they have to release the people.
Because of their own family members.
So the truth about it is this. This boils down to, like I tell you, let's look at what causes this. This is overzealousness of politicians. Poverty is there. Hardship is there. So these are three basic things that the federal government must look into. In as much as they are doing their best, but they should see that their best has not yielded the kind of result that everybody, even the international community, and let them know that the House has passed a vote of confidence to Trump for military action in Nigeria. It's in the dailies.
The results of the Congress.
The Congress they made, yes. Out of 385, 285 was for Trump for military action, while the others were no diplomacy. And you know, it's going to be a very welcome development. Like the whole Nigerians are saying yes, because we can't travel safely anymore. The roads are not good. Only even the airplane. How many of us could afford the money?
All right. So Mr. Daniel, now I've gotten two things now, right? You're talking about the need for, and also the fact that the presidency was able to have the meeting with the service chiefs and the cancellation of his proposed travel for the G20 summit and all of that, and also the fact that now the United States, it seems as though we are touring the path now of a possible military invasion, since they have
it's not an invasion, it's an intervention.
Yes, pardon me. In now Nigeria situation concerning the terrorists, and I'm coming to you from talking about the fact now that there is possible military intervention from the United States. Also taking a look at the efforts now, the acts, the changes that the presidency has made with the over 100,000 police officers that the presidency is saying that he is withdrawing from VIPs and people of interest in Nigeria, or politicians or public figures, to now ascertain or to give them positioning to be able to protect Nigerians better. Let's take a look at some of these acts that the president has made. Do you think that because of those acts, that this is why we are seeing things like maybe the rescuing of the 38 KWARA members?
The truth about it is that this is more like 2 out of 100. It's 2 out of 100 efforts that the presidency has made, because you hear about Trump coming in to intercede in the whole terrorist attack and genocide attack, and then you're running helter-skelter to rescue people. It shouldn't be like that in the first place. You're supposed to take initiative in the first place before they even intervene or even propose to intervene in the first place. And then again, I think that the service chief, the withdrawal and everything that he did is for me it doesn't really make sense, because it has been there all this while. We've witnessed convoys trying to protect politicians when schools are being plunged with insecurity. We have a lot of people die every day, but that does not equally take away the fact that there is Christian genocide. There's still, what about the Kebbi State attack? The students are still in the bandits' custody. So so we haven't heard any good news from them. So if you're saying that this will be it should be a perimeter for the president of the US to halt his intercession, I think it doesn't really make sense. I think I'm still waiting patiently for Trump to come in, because every single day we hear attacks in churches. Every single day we hear churches being burnt. It didn't start today, since 2009. So it is good for him to still send his troops to come and rescue
intervene.
Nigerians.
But
Exactly.
there's a question that I also have, with especially with the KWARA state, that we are sure now, even hearing from the presidency, that it was due to the intervention of, you know, the Nigerian military, the police, the DSS, and intelligence teams, and all of that. Now, what happened? We've still not been briefed on how exactly, what exactly they've done with those bandits responsible for the attacks. I mean, when they went into the bushes, were they confronted? How did they go about the release? Is there any prosecution that we're looking forward to? Mr. Daniel, do you have same thoughts as well?
Well, personally, me, security matters most of the times, and approach and operations are not something that you discuss in public because of the high sensitivity in it. But the truth about it is that all we want is results. It's very, very paramount that we have results. But what I have issues with is when they said 250 students were abducted and 50 escaped. I began to wonder how it happened.
There are 50.
Yes, I begin to wonder how it really happened. The truth about it is that there's been a lot of sabotage in the security network. Let's face fact.
In the
Nigerian security, there's a lot of sabotage. It's high time the military, and the military now is investigating why 30 minutes after they left, the people came to kidnap. So a lot of questions are flying here and there that needs to be answered. So the truth about it is that the modus operandi is not what we really want.
But don't you think, I mean, especially for these public cases, right, the Kebbi attack and the KWARA state attack, going forward, whether there is prosecution for these bandits, not to give us exactly all the details, but what about if there is any prosecution? You know, they can come out and tell you,
no, they can come out,
arrested, so, but we didn't hear anything about that.
Yes. I know, that's what I said, until they conclude the investigation.
Okay.
Now it is still operations. They need to go in. The president does not want to hear how they get to, how they were able to rescue. All he wants is that he wants those 25 girls that were abducted. He wants them, and he wants them with immediate effect. A standing order has been given, which needs to be adhered to. So whether they want to get it here or there, the way they get it is not the president's business. His business is that every lives and property of a Nigerian citizen must be protected. Okay. Then the withdrawal of VIPs. It has been so many years we've been hearing withdraw, return, withdraw, return, withdraw, return. It now turned out to become a norm. Let me tell you, it's quite shameful. If people are doing right thing, if politicians are doing the right thing they ought to do, I wonder what a normal man will be moving around with almost 20 policemen. I wonder, what is it? So many of them are terrible. There is a particular man who moves with almost 80. How many is remaining in the barracks? How many police station has up to 80 personnel? So it is good. There is also an alternative for them. Every police people should move back to their stations. Report back to your station. Report back to the state where you ought to be working. If you want protective unit, they say you should go to the civil defense.
Yes.
They are also trained by the military.
But Mr. Daniel, right, you know, in the past, we've had a lot of issues like this where they'll say, oh, we drop police officers. And we didn't see enforcement. Now that it's coming from the presidency, from the top now, do we think that order is going to stand?
That's what everybody should be looking out for. Let's see how it's going to work. Let's know if the IG of police will disobey the orders of the president or something else will happen. All of them has to be withdrawn.
Okay.
Totally. So that they will go back, face what they are being called to do. Not to be, if you want protective custody, you want people that move out. The DSS is there, the civil defense are there as well.
All right.
You can even use Boy Scout if you want Boy Scout. They are all there.
Mr. Daniel, I think it's because it's just hypocrisy, right? You claim that Nigeria is safe, but you cannot walk past your estate without 20 security men. Coming to Informa now, talking about also the withdrawal of these police officers, and now it has not yet been carried out. We're just hearing that this is a direct order from the presidency. What do you think? How fast do you think that order will be obeyed, if it will be obeyed to the fullest? And also talking about these bandits and the possible option of persecution, which the entire Nigerians are blank on.
You know, Nigerian matter, to be honest, don't really tire me. I believe every Nigerian is tired. Talking about the security personnel that have been withdrawn from VIPs.
Not that have been. They've given an order.
Yes, giving an order. I tell you, go and mark it anyway. Nobody is withdrawing anything. These things are just headlines so that it will look as if the present government is working. It will not work. It will not work. These people, let me tell you, these policemen, even if they withdraw, their bosses give orders, they just need to pay some ransom. These VIPs just need to pay little amount of money to them and they'll release them again. There is nothing. See, there is no law in this country. There is no institution that works in this country. Everything is just like, I don't want to use that word, but there is no working system in Nigeria. Because if there is a working system, I tell you that there would have been quick response when this abduction happened. If now, there is quick, if there is a working system, and then
the Kebbi states. Now we've seen the KWARA church members that have been rescued. How soon do you think, with what just happened, do you see the Kebbi girls being rescued as well, and the Niger State abduction?
I will only lean on hope, to be honest. I really hope that they will be rescued, just like this. People were rescued, the CAC church members were rescued. We still lean on hope on that. And then I still need to see, I don't know, Mr. Sacramento have a different opinion about it, but I still need to see the processes. These people, these bandits that kidnapped these people, were they persecuted? Were they arrested? We need to know. Because you see somebody making a normal tweet on Facebook. I saw, is he a core member that made
okay, you're talking about the people that they rescue people if they arrested the bandits.
Yes, yes, the military men that rescued these people from the church. I'm asking now, we need to know where they arrested and what are the prosecution processes. We need to know, because if we don't leave it out there, if you don't let it out there, it's going to embolden more criminal crimes. You're going to see people, oh, it seems that they let them go, it seems they pay them ransom, oh, let's start our own business of kidnapping. You understand? So we need to know exactly what happened.
Okay, but let me tell you the truth about this. Knowing if they were arrested should be the paramount thing. Maybe since the detail has not been given out, probably they felt they were rounded and they abandoned the abducted CAC members and ran away.
All of them.
All of them.
They were not able to capture.
They might not be able to capture.
So the military, the DSS, name them, all of them were not able to capture one person.
Always understand this fact about our security system. The truth about it is that, like I said, people are doing business. People are aware of what is happening. Do you understand? Now, what we need is that let DSS, let our NIA, let everybody come on board. Let's nip this insecurity. They know the people that are perpetrating this act. If Gumi can be talking authoritatively the way he speaks,
why is he still working freely?
They should know he knows something a lot. If it is where things are done rightly, he would have been brought in for more questioning, because he has been questioned before. Yes, for more questioning.
I saw his video. I saw his video with Sheyi Tinubu one time ago, and other political leaders in a video. I'm like, oh wow, this is much clearer. We understand it better now.
We also saw a message from the IGP of police in person of Egbetokun saying that they didn't arrest some bandits that came for a peace talk for a peace negotiation because they came out voluntarily, and it sparked a whole lot of, which is a different discussion altogether. It sparked a whole lot of reaction.
No, normally you don't. Normally, when you grant people to discuss, you don't pick them up because you've given.
You don't think that's the pain of our issues
let me
that
tell
we're
you,
facing?
it's like you're granting amnesty. During Niger Delta, they asked them to drop their arms and come for talk. They dropped and they came.
So how have we seen the impact of that peace negotiation?
That piece of the bandit,
yes,
definitely, you know that this thing is, like I said, it's a business.
So has it been fruitful in your own perspective?
No. That, maybe some of the people who think they are tired of staying in the forest might have decided to drop their arms to come out. While the lieutenants that are there will believe that this is a lucrative business.
So it's a 50-50?
Yes, a 50-50 thing. That's all it is. So definitely all they need is use modern device, locate the camps of these guys and bombard them. It's as simple as ABCD. Okay. This is not something we should be discussing. If we say we are giant of Africa, this is something that they know. But because of the dirty politicians who are making living out of this, because there is no smoke without fire.
There isn't.
So that is the issue. Okay. So don't believe that one day, someday, there is nothing that lasts forever. This madness will stop. And we know that the time for it to stop is very close.
Thank you, Mr. Dana. We're just hoping if the president will allow that time, that day that it will come to an end, that
they don't kill everybody. Exactly.
Killed the entire country.
It's not possible.
The entire nation before that day. We're just hoping. Anyways, I would just say welcome back to the 38 kidnapped CAC members, and kudos to the Nigerian military and also to the state military of KWARA State. And to all of us in the studio, thank you, Mr. Daniel Sacramento, my co-host Ifoma Ochi, for joining me on this conversation. And to Nigerians that are watching, this is Morning Pulse, the pulse of Nigerian politics. Feel free to give your comments in our comment section and subscribe to our YouTube channel in case you haven't done that yet. And follow us across all social media at Active Citizens. You can find me across all social media as well at Sharon NM Chuku. I'm Jerry Foma.
You can find me on Facebook at Oji Sophia and on Instagram at Misolex.
For Mr. Daniel,
always in the studio.
So we'll come your way later today. Do have a good morning.
Bandits coming out for peace deals, and you want to know what my reaction is to that. Criminals who want to embrace peace, we won't shut the doors to them. If they want to surrender, they are welcome. But that does not mean that we are going to relax on our onslaught on them. Question 2 from Adewale Kehinde, Swift Reporter. You want to know what we are doing about attacks on our men. Of course, severally, I have sounded warning to the public against attacking police officers on lawful duties. Attacks on our men is unacceptable. We don't accept attack on police officers carrying out their lawful duties. Severally have appealed to the public that if they feel that they do not agree with the conduct of a police officer, they should please report that police officer to the authorities. Every state has a command commissioners of police. Every division has a DPO. Every area has area commander. We also have the complaint response units in all the states of the Federation, and their phone numbers have been displayed several times in the media. If you don't agree with the conduct of any police officer, don't attack that policeman. Report his conduct to his superiors. And I can assure you that such reports will not be dismissed.